The intersection of classic comedic history and the enduring legacy of 1990s hip-hop has recently taken an unexpected turn, revealing how the social circles of Hollywood's elite often crossed paths in ways the public is only now beginning to understand. Decades after the golden era of independent cultural movements, a newly disclosed retrospective account has shifted the media discourse from modern award show disputes back to the competitive interpersonal dynamics of mid-90s celebrity culture.
A comprehensive welcome to Vibe Viral News. Today, we are conducting an exhaustive, fact-based examination of recent statements made by veteran comedian Chris Rock regarding his historical relationship with the late recording artist Tupac Shakur. We will be analyzing the verified timelines, the cultural context of the era, and the subsequent developments in the long-standing investigation surrounding the events of 1996. Before we break down the specific podcast disclosures, the historical industry dynamics, and the legal status of the current judicial proceedings in Las Vegas, please take an immediate moment to like this video and subscribe to Vibe Viral News. Your subscription is absolutely essential to our platform, allowing us to consistently deliver objective, long-form, and legally safe investigative reporting. By subscribing and hitting the notification bell, you ensure you remain fully connected to the most accurate analysis of celebrity milestones and historical entertainment developments.
In recent years, the global media narrative surrounding Chris Rock has been heavily dominated by the widely documented physical altercation involving Will Smith at the 2022 Academy Awards. While public speculation regarding the interpersonal relationships behind that evening has continued to circulate across various social media platforms, Rock recently introduced a completely new historical element to his public commentary. During a high-profile guest appearance on the Fly on the Wall podcast, hosted by veteran comedians Dana Carvey and David Spade, Rock shared a series of personal recollections concerning his past interactions with Tupac Shakur, who was notably a longtime personal friend of Jada Pinkett Smith. During the broadcast, Rock stated that his historical relationship with Shakur was distinctly characterized by a sense of interpersonal friction, describing their past interactions as fundamentally weird. According to his explicit statements on the program, the primary source of this underlying tension stemmed from the reality that they regularly frequented the same social circles and were mutually involved with the same women during the early to mid-1990s. Rock remarked that Shakur did not appear to harbor a strong personal liking for him, noting with a comedic perspective that whenever their social paths crossed in regard to romantic interests, Shakur consistently emerged as the more successful individual in those competitive situations. This retrospective disclosure provides an intriguing look into the highly interconnected nature of the entertainment industry during a period defined by rapid cultural growth. The fact that an established comedian and a leading figure in the rap music industry were navigating the same social spaces highlights the complex, often hidden dynamics that shape celebrity relationships behind the scenes. While Rock's comments were delivered within the casual context of a comedic podcast, industry analysts note that such recollections serve to further humanize historical figures whose public personas are often mythologized by time. To fully understand the historical significance of these statements, it is necessary to examine the broader timeline of Tupac Shakur's life and the tragic events that prematurely concluded his career. On September 7, 1996, the recording artist was involved in a fatal incident in Las Vegas, Nevada, following his attendance at a professional boxing match involving Mike Tyson. Official law enforcement records confirm that Shakur was traveling in a vehicle alongside music executive Marion Suge Knight when a white Cadillac pulled parallel to their location at a traffic intersection and opened fire into the passenger compartment. Shakur was struck multiple times by the incoming gunfire, sustaining severe internal injuries that required immediate emergency medical intervention. Despite the efforts of medical professionals at a local trauma center, the artist succumbed to his injuries 6 days later, on September 13, 1996, at the age of 25. For nearly 3 decades, the targeted shooting remained one of the music industry's most prominent and heavily studied unsolved homicides, generating an immense volume of public theories, investigative journalism, and independent documentaries. For many years, the primary analytical framework utilized by both the public and early investigators centered heavily on the highly publicized bi-coastal music rivalry between Shakur and Christopher Wallace, known professionally as the Notorious B.I.G. This complex cultural dispute became central to how a vast majority of media consumers interpreted the violence of the era, even as definitive legal answers and formal criminal charges remained completely elusive for decades. The lack of immediate judicial resolution allowed a wide variety of unverified rumors to flourish across print media and early internet forums, often obscuring the purely legal aspects of the ongoing police investigation.
The administrative trajectory of the cold case experienced a major shift in 2023 when Las Vegas authorities executed a targeted search warrant that culminated in the formal arrest of Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. This sudden law enforcement action followed years of public speculation and Davis's own historical statements in various media interviews regarding his reported presence during the 1996 incident. Nevada state prosecutors subsequently filed formal charges against Davis, accusing him of explicitly orchestrating the fatal shooting rather than acting as a direct gunman. The reopening of this high-profile judicial proceeding, nearly 30 years after the original event, has refocused public attention on the strict requirements of criminal law and the preservation of historical evidence. Legal experts note that prosecuting a cold case of this magnitude presents extraordinary structural challenges, including the availability of living witnesses, the integrity of decades-old physical evidence, and the high standard of proof required to establish guilt beyond a reasonable doubt in a capital case. The current trial proceedings are being closely watched by constitutional scholars and entertainment historians alike, as the outcome will represent the final legal assessment of an event that fundamentally altered the trajectory of modern popular culture.
As the legal system methodically processes the charges against Dwayne Davis, the public commentary offered by contemporary figures like Chris Rock serves as a reminder of the vibrant, highly competitive world that Shakur inhabited prior to his passing. The contrast between the serious realities of a state murder trial and the lighthearted social competition described by Rock highlights the dual nature of celebrity history, where private lives and public tragedies remain permanently intertwined in the cultural memory. From an analytical standpoint, the timing of Rock's anecdotal reflections has been noted by media commentators, who observe how veteran performers often utilize historical narratives to reframe their current public images. By transitioning the conversation away from the highly polarized events of recent award shows and toward a shared history with one of the most revered figures in music history, Rock successfully realigns his narrative with a golden era of alternative entertainment. This strategic shift in public discourse demonstrates the enduring power of historical celebrity connections to command public attention and reshape media focus.
Furthermore, the enduring public fascination with every aspect of Tupac Shakur's life, ranging from his complex professional rivalries to his casual social interactions, underscores his unique status as a permanent cultural icon. Whether a modern headline concerns a major breakthrough in a Nevada courtroom or a casual retrospective comment on a comedy podcast, the global audience remains deeply invested in understanding the complete reality of his persona. The ongoing legal proceedings will ultimately provide the verified judicial conclusions regarding his death, while the shared memories of his peers continue to fill in the personal context of his life. The upcoming phases of the Las Vegas trial will involve detailed presentations of historical police documentation, expert ballistic testimonies, and a rigorous examination of the state's conspiracy theories. Although the defense counsels for Davis are expected to heavily challenge the reliability of decades-old statements and media interviews, the prosecution maintains that the structural evidence collected over 30 years provides a solid foundation for a definitive conviction.
We will continue to maintain a close, objective watch on the official court dockets, the administrative progression of the Nevada judicial hearings, and any verified updates provided by certified legal representatives as this historic case moves toward a final verdict. The structural resolution of the trial, paired with the ongoing historical context provided by the individuals who lived through the era, ensures that the study of this foundational period in entertainment history remains both legally safe and factually precise. For many years, the primary analytical framework utilized by both the public and early investigators centered heavily on the highly publicized bi-coastal music rivalry between Shakur and Christopher Wallace, known professionally as the Notorious B.I.G. This complex cultural dispute became central to how a vast majority of media consumers interpreted the violence of the era, even as definitive legal answers and formal criminal charges remained completely elusive for decades. The lack of immediate judicial resolution allowed a wide variety of unverified rumors to flourish across print media and early internet forums, often obscuring the purely legal aspects of the ongoing police investigation.
Thank you for choosing Vibe Viral News to deliver this exhaustive, analytically precise, and legally secure long-form report. We remain completely dedicated to bringing you comprehensive, fact-based examinations of the verified data shaping today's media landscape, entirely free from emotional language or unconfirmed bias. Please remember to subscribe to Vibe Viral News and select the notification bell to ensure you never miss an essential update on major legal milestones and historical cultural developments. Like this video to support our commitment to high-quality, factual journalism and join our growing community of analytical viewers. This has been Vibe Viral News, keeping you informed with absolute clarity, precision, and accuracy.